Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Renz, and as usual, I'm always hanging in the studio with my ebullient co-host, Sabubu Elkun. Sabubu, what's good? How are you doing?
Well, we are good. Welcome, fans. We had the weekend was full with a lot of beautiful things and nasty things. And beautiful things in the sense that some teams are started making statements, some teams are falling back, and I don't know what football is turning into.
Indeed.
We had an episode in Benefica during the week that we are still trying to get over. Now, is it a sin to lose a penalty?
Tolu will tell you that everybody misses a penalty once in a while, but he was not the only victim.
If you're a black man that loses a penalty, there is a problem.
It's not just about penalties because, Fofana also got a red card and got racially abused. And it is a shame that, all these fixtures, we saw, impressive performances. Either ways you want to look at it. Vinicius scored an amazing goal, and Real Madrid won a grudge match that had a lot of talking points, intrigue and drama, and all the media, all the fans, and all the headlines were being dominated by the incident, which we will come to discuss later in the show.
But there's something I need to ask.
Yeah.
How a player celebrates a goal, is there like a standard for it? Because the way he danced, he wasn't mocking anybody. Was it just the pain that they considered the goal?
Now, people will always make an excuse, right? People will always make an excuse. When abusers always make an excuse that the abusee, the victim, gave them this reason to abuse them.
Well,
I don't see any reason why a lot of players dance. That was not the reason. You can't say because a player danced, he provoked you. If your own player scores and dances, do you mean that the opposition should also racially abuse him? And although, based on the evidence or the lack of evidence thereof, you just have to question the integrity both of the player and of the club, because the position that the club is taking shows that, of course, they are not neutral. They are siding the player. An allegation was made. Now, if it were something in the manner of rape, they won't say that they are standing with the player. They will say, no, we will suspend the player provisionally pending an investigation. We saw it happen with Greenwood. And we are not saying it's false. The charges were later dropped. The guy was a victim, which we understand that players can be victims. But what step have you taken, or what step did you take to prove that if indeed a racial incident occurred, you are willing to do the needful? So that's where the problem lies.
As at now that we are shooting, I heard the players being charged by UEFA. So I don't know the extent of the punishment.
So it is being rumored that a provisional suspension is to be handed to Prestiani pending an investigation. And come on, I'm not saying that the guy is guilty, right? But he looks like it. You carry your shirt, put for mouth like this. I know that. Then you can't call the guy my brother.
I know provisional suspension can be very funny. It might be a suspended sentence.
Yes.
We don't know. They have different names for different things when they want to decide to make it look sexy in, sending the verdict across.
Now, I don't want to be racial or racist, but I don't know. Argentina is having a lot to be desired by the conduct of their players. A while back, some of them were videoed after their Copa triumph singing racially insensitive songs. And these are cultures that can be handed down if you don't educate your national team players properly. But let's not go into that. One is story for another day.
Let me tell you something before we go to the weekend news. Argentina do not have blacks. Put it at the back of your head. It was systematically done about 100 or 200 years ago.
Systematically eliminated a particular race.
Have you seen any black player from Argentina? Or have you seen a black Argentine before?
No?
Food for thought.
Food for thought. So maybe e no go surprise us. But anyways, we know dey talk say the guy dey guilty. But we must get to the bottom of this. Make we know wetin im talk for that place.
Now, in the Premiership, is it what you are saying that is happening to Aston Villa?
Well, I was always about their squad being depleted, losing some key players. They still have Morgan Rogers, thank God for them. But they have already gone out of steam. And it is not only Aston Villa so far, but like you said, this was a team that was mounting a title challenge, and so far so good. As of the moment, they are nowhere in the picture. Aston Villa is also one of those teams.
They are still third for now, but in the next 2 or 3 weeks, anything might happen.
Of course, anything might happen. But like I said, they look like they're out of steam. It goes to show how much their levels have dropped, that nobody sees them as a threat anymore. Do you understand? Like before, you were saying Aston Villa are in this thing. But when you are looking at the top 4 picture, you can't even bet on them qualifying for the Champions League.
Well, are we now saying it's more of the experience that started kicking in from the teams that really know how to do it better?
I think you can say that. You can't discount the experience of a running, right? For some people, the running fit be title running. Some people now for Champions League running, top 4 chase. Some people is survival chase. But there's always room for experience. When a team has done it and done it over and over again, then you can always bank on them to finish strongly. And well, I don't know about Aston Villa.
I'm going to ask you this question. Less than 20 seconds. Is it that Brentford used all their energy to play Arsenal and the other team, and first half 2 goals from Brighton just send them packing?
Sometimes you have to save energy. The league is not a sprint, it's a marathon. That's how Chelsea were bragging that they drew Arsenal. We did not know. The rest they sacked Maresca. So sometimes save small energy to play. You understand?
The same Chelsea, let's talk about them. Chelsea and Burnley.
Yeah.
That game was a shocker. Chelsea should have been out of sight in the first 17 minutes. That game should have been like 5-0. Jokes apart.
Yeah. So when you have a team of 22, 23, 24, 25-year-olds, an average age of 23, 24, that's what you get. Inconsistency. That team is lacking in leadership. Now, I know we have a player in Reece James who has won the Champions League, but he's the only, and I won't say he's a leader per se, right? He was just a natural heir to that captain's armband, because he's one of the few people that knows the club. He's of the club. He's from the club. He's for the club. Now, you need characters that can, seize a game by the scruff of the neck, that can motivate, ginger their teammates. Those kind of people are what Chelsea lack at the moment. The indiscipline in that team is unheard of.
They're the highest carriers of red cards in the
60
Premiership.
yellow cards so far this season, or over 60 yellow cards, and they are the leading team for red cards. That's crazy. A top level team should not be getting carded like that. This no be
But,
gambling.
I feel they will come good.
No, see, if you give any particular team the right amount of time together, they should come good. And that's one of the things that makes a lot of people confident about Arsenal's title challenge, right? The core of the team has been together for some time. So you just get a particular level of cohesion and experience from them, togetherness, team spirit, understanding. Chelsea are also chopping and changing too much. And so they can't really build that rhythm. Most of the look at the players, the core. It's only Moses Caicedo and maybe Enzo Fernandez that they are keeping together. Cole Palmer and Reece James, Cucurella. This one changes tomorrow. This one changes. So that's an issue for them. But like I said, it's pure inexperience that is costing Chelsea at the moment.
Can they finish in the top 4?
Chelsea will fight, but amongst the teams that are competing for that top 4 slot, or the top 5 slots right now, Chelsea is in the weakest position.
It's top 4 for now, but that depends on the performance of the teams in the Champions League.
I think England's coefficient right now, and depending, because they're already in a good position in the Champions League, they are looking likely to get another slot. So among the teams competing for the top 4, like you said, or the top 5, as the case may be, Chelsea are looking like the least capable because of the quality of their fixtures. Their opponents are very
Their
strong.
fixtures is what I call fixtures of death.
If Chelsea do make the Champions League next season, then they are ready to challenge for the Premier League next season.
Then City taking on Newcastle. That match, we expected Newcastle to be tired from their exhaustions to Qarabag, but they gave City a fight in that match.
Yeah, it was an impressive performance in the Champions League, by the way, and you saw the confidence from them. It might have been Qarabag, but we all agree Qarabag is a tough opposition. So they did very well, considering their travel and the exertion. So they gave City a run for their money, but I expected City to pick up the 3 points. Yes.
Showed.
So the City took care of their business to mount pressure on Arsenal.
Now, finally, Atletico took a match serious. They won 4-2 at home to Espanyol. Yeah, because everybody was beginning to panic for them.
Atletico, their inconsistency is becoming too consistent. But so far, so good. They are doing. They are looking like they are improving. Ademola Lookman has come into that team and is providing an outlet. We saw from the pre-match briefing the post-match briefing that Simeone was saying he offers them goals and he wants a more rounded game from him. And I just want to go off on a tangent and say the Super Eagles might be beneficiaries of the rounding that Diego Simeone will give to Ademola Lookman.
Then Madrid lost, and it was a shock.
Especially
the team they lost to.
Well, the team they lost to is a shocker, but I wasn't shocked.
Why do you say so?
No, I've told you that, you see, Madrid are going to lose games. They might be winning, they might be picking up points, but they are not looking very coherent. They are not looking
How
very
they lost
smooth.
the match is where the problem is. They lost the match in the 90th minute.
Sometimes breakfast will be served. You must eat it. No matter the time. If they serve breakfast 11:59, you go still chop am.
Then in Italy, can we just simply say that Inter are going to be champions? They are 10 points ahead of AC Milan. Their closest challengers were just falling apart like packs of cards. Fabregas went to Turin to shock Juventus 2-0. People are saying if Rossignol doesn't fire on cylinders, Chelsea might bring him to the Premiership.
I think it's not just Chelsea right now. Barcelona are also looking likely because Hansi Flick is rumors have it that Hansi Flick is a little unsettled at Barcelona due to transfers, due to the club culture. He wants to be harder with some players, tougher with some players, but the club are saying no, allow these guys, this is the new era and all that. So Fabregas is one that both Arsenal, if Mikel Arteta vacates the Emirates, might be looking towards the young man, and he's doing a great job. Let's take no credits away from him. Real Madrid also are looking for a permanent manager. In football, you can't discount anything.
Yeah, it's true. Let's forget his Catalan roots. He might just want to prove a point by going there.
Yeah.
Inter lost away. We talked about that match in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But those Glees, in fact, the 3-1 did not do justice to that match.
Oh. Well, I was telling you that Bodo Stadium is something else, and I expected them to get a result. But, we might say all these things as analysts, but the performance surprised even myself.
It was top-notch.
It was amazing.
When they came back to Italy, they went away and they won.
No, that one is Italy. They know how to take business. Charity begins at home.
But I can't wait for the return leg at the San Siro.
No, I think Inter are going to get a win, at least a win. But can they overturn the deficit? That's what we have to, and it will make that match interesting.
Then let's talk about 2 matches before we leave. We all thought Rennes was going to give PSG a run for their money, but they were brought back to earth by Monaco at home, while PSG played 1-1 and they've gone back to the top. Now in the Premiership, there was a North London derby between Arsenal versus
Tottenham
and Spurs. Now, a lot of Arsenal fans were not comfortable before that match started, irrespective of how bad Spurs have been at home, because Arsenal has been factoring to deceive. Let me use that word. But are you saying the formation Arteta went with And you know, there's something that's been happening to Arsenal in the Premiership this season. Gyökeres occupies defenders. So once he does that, teams can't really attack Arsenal. But most of the time, Arteta removes him in the second half and brings in a Gabriel Jesus that is more of a fast runner and doesn't occupy defenders. Arsenal tends to concede. But they played him all through the 90 minutes and he kept those Portian defenders busy.
Yeah. So this is
And Eze turned up as usual.
This is where, just a stray bullet to Rosinho, this is where he got it wrong. When you are, even if you are, on the back foot, you need to keep attacking because it's the only way you can defend. Now, kudos to Mikel Arteta. He responded with a deployment and a mindset that made a statement like, look, we might have been managing the game last time, getting a little defensive, and we conceded. This time around, we are not taking our foot off the gas. We are not taking the game for granted. They scored goals. They went at Tottenham wave after wave of attack, and they got their rewards for it. Now, I see the spirit of Thierry Henry. Maybe not the finesse, but that migration from the left flank into the channel, in between the defenders and finishing. Gyökeres is beginning to look like the striker that Arsenal paid for. Physical, deadly goals. Kudos to him. Well done. Eze, it seems he only turns up for the North London derby. Well, let's see how far with him. But kudos to Arsenal. They responded very well to Man City laying down the gauntlet for them and his title race on. Let's see how that unwinds.
Okay, we're going for a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Champions League. Another London derby this weekend that people cannot wait to watch. The knockout stage of the Champions League was played last week. We call it...
Sabubu, excuse me. Please, quickly follow us. Subscribe. Before we dive into what is Champions League in this week, try to follow us. And thank you guys. We saw your engagements last week. You people are doing well. Let's continue to grow together. So follow us. So all of now we chop money from our prediction last week. Do the needful. Continue to share because so that we'll continue sending the largest around. Sabubu.
Okay, so for the followers, let me just make you understand that there are 4 Champions League games, right?
Yeah.
For Tuesday and 4 on Wednesday. Now, listen to this investment tip and believe me, if you do it the way I say, you will thank me. Atletico Madrid will take on Club Brugge from Belgium. The first leg ended 3-3. Now, I can tell you for a fact that the return leg, Atletico will beat Club Brugge. So remember to give an Atletico a straight win. For Bayern Leverkusen versus Olympiacos, now it's a dangerous game because Bayern won the first leg away from home 2-0. Don't be too confident about Bayern winning the second leg. They might win it. Olympiacos have nothing to lose in this game. If I were you, just play over 1.5 and rest. If you have the mind, play under 4.5. The points might not be much, but trust me, you might just save yourself a lot. The match I know that will light up Tuesday is Inter Milan versus Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt did the impossible because of the team called Inter. It's not that they've not been doing it since because Man City has collected from their hands this season. Atletico has lost at home to them this season. Inter, Bodo Glimt. On this match, I just see an Inter win written all over it.
Yeah.
We don't know how many goals it will happen, but Inter will win.
It's likely Inter will win, but will they go through? That's what we cannot say.
Yeah.
That's what we cannot
Inter
say.
might win this
because
match
Bodo
3-1
is also likely to
score.
get a goal. Yes.
So
that
Inter
will be a
might win the
problem.
match 3-1 and they go to extra time. But
Or they might win 2-0 and it's not enough.
Thank you very much. Then Newcastle will take on Qarabag. Newcastle won the first leg 6-1. The points might not be much, but just play over 1.5 to be safe.
No, Newcastle is getting a straight win in that match.
Do you think they want to exert all their power in that match?
Of course not, but I mean it's the Champions League. You might have you might want to pad the goals and get the stats. Anthony Gordon is gradually climbing up the top scorers chart. They will likely play him just to ensure that his value is up there. He might get sold in the summer. Imagine how much they can command for a player that scored 12 goals in the Champions League.
As it stands, his transfer fee before the season started was 80 million.
So you are looking at another 95 100 million sale. So he's likely to start, and if he starts, that means you're getting the big guns out from
Then
Newcastle.
on the Wednesday fixtures, Atlanta takes on Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund beat them in the first leg 2-0. Now, Atlanta did a number on Napoli over the weekend. Everybody thought Napoli was going to win that game, but they came back to beat Napoli 2-1,
Yeah.
which was a very, very good victory for them. This is Atlanta post Lukman, and they're trying to adjust to him not being in the team. This match, I see an Atlanta win, but we don't know if that win will take them through the next round.
I would be safe and go with both teams to score. I'll go with both teams to score. It's possible Dortmund still get a win, but for me, I'll go with both teams to score.
Now, Juventus will take on Galatasaray. They lost to Como at home over the weekend. Gala won 5-2 in the first leg. It was a commanding performance by a Turkish team over an Italian team. One man didn't score the goals, but he was the problem for Juventus in that match. Nigeria's own Victor Osimhen.
Osimhen brought his A game that day. He was unfortunate not to get on the score sheet, but he did everything else right. And I still see Gala going through in this fixture. Now, it is possible that for pride, Juventus might pull out a big performance and we see maybe a 1-0 win, a 2-0 win, but I don't think it's going to be enough to overturn the deficit. Osimhen is used to the atmosphere and the arenas in Italy, so I still see them getting a goal in that fixture.
Well, if there's anything that has helped Gala in the Champions League this season, is their home form.
Yeah,
Their away form has not
been it, yes,
it. I see a Juventus win, but I don't see that margin people expect.
being overturned.
Juventus needs 3 goals to take it to extra time and 4 goals without reply to knock them out.
Can they get it?
Let's watch and see.
Okay.
Then Paris Saint-Germain will take on AS Monaco. First leg ended
3-2.
3-2. Monaco were in command until Experience came in and Paris decided to do, as defending champions, give them that respect. Now, what do you think? I'm looking at Paris winning that game.
I think it's a straight win. Okay. Like we said earlier, although Paris have been shaky since that time, this is that part of the season where they're kicking to top gear.
But there's a problem. Dembele is injured.
Yeah, he's injured.
But
they have
his
enough
replacement,
players.
Due came in and
they have the likes of Due, Kvaratskhelia.
he was acting like someone else.
They have Badly Bakola, and they have themselves a striker if they want. So PSG, they don't lack players. So I think they have enough to cover themselves in good light. So I see them getting a straight win in that fixture.
Now the match that we really do not know how it will go. It's going to be fireworks at Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid won the first leg in Benefica, but the return leg with a lot of intrigues. Friends, I really do not know how to go about this match.
I can assure you of one thing. The Madristas, they are going to provide a hostile atmosphere for Benfica. That is going to play directly into their hands because Benfica have to come out and attack. They have to come out, take the game to Madrid and try to get a goal and subsequently maybe extend the game as much as possible. This is a position Jose Mourinho does not want to be in. Why? Because there's already controversy. There's an emotional angle, and these things can motivate players to bring on their A game. We see that Madrid lost over the weekend, unfortunately. A headless red card and all that. But now, this game, with the controversy surrounding it, it just might be motivation for Madrid to come out and get a big win. Also, Mourinho is a master at motivating his players and giving them a siege mentality. We against the world. Everybody has said we are a racist club. Let's go out there and show them who we are. But I mean, this is Madrid, Champions League heritage.
Mourinho won't be in the dugout.
No, of course, he doesn't need to be there. He just needs to prepare his team and get them charged.
This is not Chelsea.
Let's see how that goes. I still see Madrid going through, and I see them getting a straight win.
This is not Inter. Neither is it the Real Madrid he coached. This is Benfica.
So they go bend them.
They will bend that. Sorry.
Guys, I really don't know, but I hope that the match is all about football and not about what was.
So the Premiership will resume on Friday night. Wolves will take on Aston Villa. Wolves need wins like blood presently.
Whether they get wins or they don't get wins, they are going down. It looks highly
Are you
likely.
saying they are guaranteed to go down?
Wolves will go down.
Okay,
Wolves will
fine.
go down. Another person that is looking like they will follow them is Tottenham, which will be a shame. But I mean, we can't be surprised these days. Man,
Okay.
you almost went down last season. They survived.
Okay,
Tottenham might actually succeed where
so
Man you failed.
we're going to take some key fixtures over the weekend. Liverpool will take on West Ham. Newcastle will take on Everton, and Leeds, giant killers, will take on Man City. Let's talk about those three matches.
West Ham, Liverpool. West Ham are looking healthy these days, but Liverpool are also taking care of business. I think they also understand the enormity of
You know,
what is facing them.
Renz,
Yeah.
Liverpool escaped yesterday.
Now,
That Sunday match, I still ask myself that. First of all, Nottingham Forest were naive
now let
in
me tell
defending
let me
and
tell you
attacking.
something. When you play champions, that's how it looks. Like they escaped. But it's actually you that escaped. Why? Champions grind out results even when they are not playing well. And that's one thing we have always said that Arsenal somehow lack. During some of those games where they are not looking like themselves, they are not able to get the result. But Liverpool they proved that they are champions, and that's what they did. So I see them getting another win
No,
because it's time to get into
the
the
truth of the
Champions
matter
League.
is Liverpool are home, so they should be beating a team like West Ham at home. It's not an away match. Newcastle versus Everton.
Newcastle versus Everton is going to be closer than we expect, but a Newcastle win or draw.
Leeds,
Both teams to score if
Leeds,
you want
Man
to be
City.
safe. Leeds, Man City. I see Man City getting a straight win. This is the time where Man City have the brittle between their teeth, and you won't see them dropping points easily. I know Leeds are very tough at Elland Road, but I see Man City with a straight win.
I look at the Leeds win or draw. Funny enough, in that
Okay,
match,
let's see how that
because
goes.
they are very. Leeds is an annoying team. Let me use that word. Barcelona will take on Villarreal.
Barcelona went back on top of La Liga at one point. If they know what's good for them, they will go down and take care of business. Why? Because Madrid are going to be drained from their Champions League tie against Benfica, and they are playing against Atletico Madrid at the Bernabeu. So it's going to be two tough games, an opportunity for them to establish some distance.
We have the German derby, Borussia Dortmund at home against Bayern Munich.
The Classica.
Yes.
Bayern Munich, straight win for me.
You mean they will come down? They're coming over to break the yellow wall.
Yes, they will.
Okay, in the Premiership, God damn it. Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Tottenham. Is this Fulham match, will this match signal the end of Tottenham in the Premiership?
Funny
Because
enough,
Fulham were very good at Sunderland over the weekend.
Funny enough, I will back Tottenham to get a win or a draw in that match. For me, that's what I'm saying.
I look at the Fulham win or draw.
Now, Tottenham are very awful at home, but at least away they are not. Well, they have been awful everywhere, to be honest. But don't forget, their manager just came in, and for a few minutes in that fixture, forget about the scoreline. Oh, the fixture was closely contested in moments. So I see them, picking on from where there were some positives to take away, even though they were
Yeah,
routed.
I know that, but a team like Fulham has not been a team that other teams have blown away this season.
No.
They make the matches difficult for you, even if
but
you
they
need
still
to.
lose some other games. So
Yeah.
I see both teams to score, and I'm backing Tottenham with a win or
Because
draw.
Fulham is, if you look at them on the table, they are using eye to eye one European slot. Man United versus Crystal Palace.
I see Man U with a win or draw, but a straight win actually.
Arsenal, Chelsea.
Arsenal, Chelsea. I see back Arsenal with a win or at least a draw. I don't see Chelsea putting up a serious challenge with their levels of indecisiveness and indiscipline.
Why do you say so?
Arsenal is in imperious form so far. This is
Okay.
their home. Chelsea have shown that they struggle against the big sides. If you watch them against the best teams in England, they have not always, given a great account of themselves. Well, they drew Arsenal at home with a man down, but I mean, you expect that a team at this stage in their evolution should be able to, sting their rivals, but they have not been able to do that. And with Arsenal's form and with Chelsea's defensive frailty, I see Arsenal getting 3
matches
points.
are coming thick and fast.
Yeah.
As it stands, and this is the time where teams are being managed. Players that have been playing all through the season Some teams are giving them rest. They're managing their minutes. But the Premiership, people say 10 matches to go. So people say 11 matches to go. But we are in for a dogfight as far as I'm concerned. For Italy, we already know Inter will win the league because they are 10 points ahead.
It's looking very
There's
likely,
nothing anybody can
barring
do.
a monumental collapse. And they have also proven that they are capable of such a collapse. They did it
happened
last season. So there might still be hope, but so far they have daylight.
Then for in Spain is 1 point. So it's going to be every weekend game between for Real Madrid and Barcelona. One team has to keep winning, and that team has to keep winning.
Yes,
because if
to
you
put
drop any
pressure on the
point,
other.
it's crazy.
Like I said, Barca have an opportunity to create a little breathing space, win their game, and the pressure is on Madrid. Atletico will be looking to put up a big performance. So that one is over to them.
And in the Premiership, let's leave Arsenal and Man City. It is the Champions League trophy in the Premiership that will be the most interesting, because we have Aston Villa, we have Newcastle, Aston Villa, United, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Now, Chelsea is my big problem. The teams they will play, their next 5 matches are crazy. They're playing Arsenal, they're playing United, they're playing Newcastle.
Let me get that for you. So they have Aston Villa after Arsenal. They have Newcastle United. They have Everton. They have Man City. They have Man United. They have Brighton. They have Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, Tottenham, and then Sunderland on the last day of the season. So when I said that, it is looking likely that Chelsea will be the ones that will fall short in that Champions League qualification race. This is why. And I also made a statement that if Chelsea manage to qualify for the Champions League with these hurdles that they are to face, then they'll be ready to challenge for the Premier League next season. So the gauntlet has been laid down. They have to do their own work. Well, if they can, then they become the man.
Well, for Chelsea, they should keep creating chances. The attackers should take it easy to score goals.
Which one is take it easy? Are they scoring goals?
No, I'll tell you. You saw that match against that anxiety to finish.
No, actually, there was no anxiety. When it comes to Burnley, there was a cavalier attitude. They were feeling like this is the bottom team. We are going to score goals when we like. Don't worry, we'll score goals. We know we will score.
I would call it anxiety. Why? Because if they were not creating chances, I would say they were creating chances, but they were ballooning.
Chelsea always creates chances.
But
you always say that. You say that.
Yes.
Chelsea always creates.
But the anxiety
from the days of ancestors like Nicholas Jackson, they were always creating chances. See, the problem is, do you take them? It's even
good you talked about Jackson. Jackson is coming back when the season ends.
Oh, Chelsea, Chelsea.
So Roy Delap, start looking for a team.
No. Rosinho say he wants Delap. Chelsea, I wish you guys all the best. I wish all the teams the best. I wish Arsenal the best. Arsenal especially, because they have suffered in the wilderness. Even Tottenham, that are looking like they might be relegated, I wish them the best. May the best man win. And that's what we always want. Thank you for sticking with us on the show. This has been an amazing ride. Yes, may the best man win. Who get doings? Make he do Dorime. You understand? That's so it's supposed to be.
Please, we plead with you. we need your support, and your support means you must, or you should subscribe, because without that subscription, we can't sit here.
Guys, basketballs will be happening. If you don't subscribe, you will miss out. We will be back next week.
Beg them. Why are you saying basketball?
I will not beg for Nigeria. Run with it, snatch it, grab it. We'll snatch the subscription from you. We'll grab the like. We'll grab the views. Until we come back next week.
Ciao.